This one's going to be about bullshit. I was thinking that I had to be the luckiest guy on the planet. First I came across a book entitled Assholes, a Theory. And then, right after that, I ran into another called On Bullshit. You see what I mean? How lucky can you get? But of course the old rules apply. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. I've already registered my disappointment with the book on assholes. Unfortunately, On Bullshit let me down too. I think it made the New York Times best-selling list a while back, so it had to be very popular, but no big surprise, I missed it. Culturally, I'm a living backwater. Both books, Assholes and Bullshit, were written by philosophers, people employed to teach philosophy in college, and so the books they wrote were firmly grounded in logic, very serious and rigorously argued. I'm not sure I want an approach based on logic, gravity, and rigor when the subject is assholes or bullshit. But that's what I got. On Bullshit was written by a professor emeritus of philosophy, meaning he's been at it for a long time, and he knows how to throw around the impressive multisyllables. He's a practicing philosopher. He sees there's a lot of bullshit in the world, and no one has tried to deal with it systematically. Therefore, he's out to develop a theory of bullshit, and so a great deal of creaking mechanics ensues. And that would be extremely taxing and irritating, except that the author packs it into a volume which is not only slim, but also cut into the size of a small brick. This is probably the shortest book I have ever read, at least since Green Eggs and Ham. It is an essay published in the form of a book. Some publisher must have seen the essay in a magazine and immediately contacted the author, convinced him to print it as a book, knowing it would be irresistible, a bestseller, given the title. The unavoidable question is to ask if the book itself is simply more bullshit. Does it address the problem or add to it? As I said, the author can sling the lingo. About his subject he writes, "The phenomenon itself is so vast and amorphous that no crisp and perspicuous analysis of its concept can avoid being Procrustean." Luckily, I had just read a book that discussed Procrustes and his bed, so I was safe there, but on the next page he wrote, "This may sound pleonastic." I had to look that one up. It's the use of too many words, a charge that could not be leveled at this author. In the book I read before, I thought the phrase asshole capitalism was pleonastic. Bullshit is unavoidable, says the author, whenever circumstances require someone to talk without knowing what he is talking about. Some people become exceedingly good at this, like professors, and we call them bullshit artists, a far cry from Kafka's hunger artist. At times, I think Mark Twain was a champ of a bullshit artist. The author says that bullshitting provides spacious opportunities for improvisation, color, and imaginative play, all Twain specialties. Charles Dickens, paid by the word, could spew it too. Bullshit is not so much a lie as it is untrue, manifestly false, what is known as ersatz, phony, fake, and imposter. Bullshitting as a verb speaks to the ability to cloud men's minds with glib, mesmerizing conversation, which may or may not be true, but it is manipulative. The speaker only wants you to think they know what they're talking about. They want you to buy their line. Bullshit may not be lying, but it is a cheat. It passes off something of no value, bullshit, for something of value. Bullshit is like forgery. Bullshit, I would say, also is advertising. I judge bullshit as I would try any crime, by degree. There is premeditated first-degree bullshit, to manslaughter, to assault and battery, to a misdemeanor causing a public nuisance. The author says that bullshit works because our standards have changed. We used to demand correctness, backed by fact check. Now we accept sincerity, and the author, bless his emeritus ass, closes his tiny tome by writing, "Sincerity is bullshit." I wholeheartedly, even sincerely, agree. Sincerity is the chief weapon in the arsenal of the con artist, the bullshitter extraordinaire. He gives you bullshit and you pay him for it. You pay him well.